All right, we don't really have any business tonight. The only thing that we do have is the Monroe Gallery show. They confirmed that we're moved, and that's going to be next year now, November, December 2022. Melinda just said that PSA is due Sunday. And if you haven't sent in your release for the images, then your images can't be sent to PSA. So make sure you send that in as well. We're going to start with showing some of Art's images. I made a quick little 45-second video of his images, and I'll share the screen. And we'll start that, and then Tom can read his bio.
Do you need any commentary or just show them?
If you want to talk about them, you can. There's only 7 seconds between them though, so.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. These were not shot specifically for a tree category. I went fishing through my files and found some tree photos.
Excellent. Tom, if you want to read his bio, you can.
Okay, I got it. So this month's judge is Art Vaughan, and Art has been active in photography for over 40 years. He's been retired since October 2001. He served 9 years as president plus 16 years as print competition chairman for the Merrimack Valley Camera Club and has been awarded an honorary life membership to that organization. He's also a member of the Massachusetts Camera Naturalist and the Photographic Historical Society of New England. Getting tongue-tied here, sorry about that. Since 2006, he's been a vice president of the New England Camera Club Council, where he presently the NECCC print competition director and live commentator for the best of the NECCC traveling print program. At the 2016 NECCC annual conference held in the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, he was awarded an honorary membership to that organization. In 2019, the New England Camera Club Council honored him by dedicating their annual UMass Amherst conference to him. Art has served throughout New England and beyond as a digital image and print competition judge and lecturer. Art's photographic experience and interests include got me all twisted up here. Anamorphic camerascope photography, macro photography, stereo imaging, color and black and white printmaking, and digital restoration of antique photographs, lithographs, engravings, and etchings. Wow. Okay, Art. From the time he bought his first digital point and shoot, he's been involved in pop-up flash macro photography using stacked lenses, optical components that salvage from broken lenses or junk lenses, and specializes in home-built pop-up flash light mechanism brackets and home-built flash diffusers. He really enjoys the lens hacking and experimenting and finding ways to repurpose broken lenses and other optical components, giving them a second life as a useful photographic equipment. Art's favorite shooting locations are among the shores of the Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick and Upper Brazo River watershed area of North and West Texas. Art, slow down, man.
Okay.
What's going on?
I think you covered it.
Yeah, they got me tongue-tied all over the place, but I got it covered.
That's all right.
And sorry if I mispronounced anything on there. Art, I apologize. So,
Oh, that's perfectly okay.
all right. So I think we're all set. You're kind of slacking off there. I mean, I'd like to see you get out and do something in your retirement there.
Mhm.
All right, we have group 1 has 0 images, so we won't be seeing them tonight. We're going to start off with group 2. There's 15 images. And so we're going to have a first, second, third, and 3 HMs. And Tom's going to read the titles.
I'll give you the title as they come up.
All right, here we go.
All right, Autumn in Monroe.
Okay, this is an interesting image, very colorful, a little hot in the bottom, but that's okay. I like especially the wide format here. This is similar to what you get with a CinemaScope lens. I like the fact that there is a dark area below the trees, so the colorful foliage does not merge with the foreground brighter elements. Do you need a score right now, or are we just going through them?
Yes, we need a score right now.
Okay, and what's your scoring range?
7 to 9, 6 if it doesn't meet the topic.
Okay, I would rate this as an 8. Okay, very nice composition.
Oak Tree, 900 years plus Sherwood Forest, UK. And sorry, folks.
Okay, this is very nice. I like the nearly square presentation, not quite square, sort of a truncated rectangle. A great deal of detail in this. I like the central strong trunk with the lighter elements branching off from it. I like especially the array of poles underneath. That provides a nice contrast between the scraggly branches and the absolute linear construction of the poles. 8.
Standing tall in lifting fog.
This is beautiful. I'm going to go with 9 right off the bat on this. I like the fact that we have 2 trees. In this case, I like the taller one outboard of the shorter one toward the center. I like the interesting background in this, rendered as with the elements as a slight diagonal. I like the diffuse background and the soft, very hazy look. It makes the palm trees stand out with much greater sharpness. Nice lighting in this.
Canopy.
Okay, this is very nice also. I know it's not a tree, but what I like in this in particular is the bench that we see on the left. I like the fact that you were slightly to the left of center. You're not looking straight down the avenue. You're looking, in a way, you are looking straight down, but I like the way the right edge, the closest trees are back a little further. Beautiful lighting in this, nice soft tones, 8 on this.
Overwatch.
Okay, beautiful image. I like the fact that you've got this very strong, dominant tree in the composition, offset to the right. Dead center, it would be sort of a static composition. You had a great sky for this. Not only do you have the solid, the high impact presence of the major element here, but you also see a carpet of trees across the landscape below. Very nice. 9 points.
Solitary.
Okay, right off the bat, 9 on this. This is a wonderful image. I like the fact that the brightest part of the sky is not directly behind the tree. Here we have the tree to the left, seeming to extend its branch toward the light, its branches toward the light. Great composition, wonderful composition. It's really dark below the tree, but it doesn't block up at all. I still see texture in the grass there. Nice sunset, great overall. I think I said 9 and it sticks there at 9.
Sanctuary in the Woods.
Okay, 7 on this. It's a great image. I like the appearance of the bark. I like the foliage rendered the way it is. It looks almost like It looks almost like IR. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. What I particularly like are the 4 prominent tree trunks, the little bit of a diagonal one leaning in from the right. But I also like the horizontal elements on the leaf litter covered ground in the foreground.
Branching out.
Okay, 8 points on this. This is a great shot of this tree, kind of tree I'd like to climb when I was a kid. I like the fact that the lower branches seem to be bare. When a pine tree or an evergreen sometimes grows, all the growth seems to be at the a little bit above ground level. A nice sense of perspective in this, and I like the way the in the lower left and lower right quadrants of the image, the branches seem to be sweeping down, almost making the tree appear to be rocketing up out of the ground.
The Brothers Oak Tree.
Okay, 8 points on this. This is really nice. I like the soft, subdued lighting. I'm not bothered by the merger with the tree trunk on the left. A lot of folks might say, well, yeah, you want to see the whole thing. There's a merger there. It's not bothering me. I like the tree on the right, but what I like especially is the clean, bare trunk of the tree with few branches until you get up into the top part of the tree. It's a nice composition, great tree.
Evening Palms.
Okay, 8 points. This is really nice. I like the fact that you have multiple trees on the left, multiple trees on the right, but a single one in the center, and it's just a bit taller than the others. And it also sort of has the tallest bunch of clouds behind it. It's a wonderful composition. I like the fact that you've given us a dark horizon line at the bottom with a distant horizon line that curves up slightly through the trunks of the trees. Very nice.
Lone White Tree.
All right, 7 points. This is a nice shot. I like the fact that it looks so stark and devoid of foliage, at least in the parts that we can see. The background does fall a little bit dark. I don't know whether you could open that up or not. It's hard to tell. I like the fact that the trunk comes up out of the ground and jogs to the right a little bit, and then you have the pair of larger branches coming up with a single one jutting up on the left and another one on the diagonal. Nice against the dark background.
What was the score? I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
What was the score?
7.
Okay, thank you.
Twisted.
Okay, this is the second group or still in the first?
We're still, it's the same group that you're judging.
Still in the second group.
Oh, okay. This is great because I see the vines twisting up along the trunk of the tree. The texture in this is really nice. I like the clouds visible in the distance at the top. It's a great tangle of growth around this tree. I'm going to go with 9 on this. That's really a nice study in texture.
Up, up, and up.
Okay, 9 points on this. This is really nice. I like the dominating presence of the trunk. I like the fact, especially, it's not going straight up. You've got it going up at a slight diagonal. I like what I see in the distance. I like the stars in the sky and the fact that the foliage has some illumination on it. Very nice composition. 9 points on this.
Heading to the unknown future on a foggy path.
Okay. 7 points on this. I like it's a great avenue of trees. I like the fact that it's curved. You go straight in and then curve to the right, and you have trees separating you from the margin of the image. Like to see a little more contrast in this, in that I would like to see the darker and mid-tone elements rendered a bit darker, and that would help quite a bit with the shadows down the bottom, which are quite interesting.
St. Matthias Christmas tree.
Okay, 9 points on this. This is really nice. I like the fact that you have a fairly even distribution in the groups of trees from the left and the right side with the dark corridor of bare ground going down through the center. I like the little bit of cloud or glow in the sky I see in the upper right. This would be absolutely a total dud without the lights. I think the lights are really interesting here, and they really delineate the shapes of the trees as you fade away into the distance. Really nice.
What was your score? I'm sorry.
9.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
All right, we have 6 9s, so we need to find a first, second, and third out of these, and 3 HMs.
Okay,
So at the bottom, you should see thumbnails.
I do.
Okay, so this is one image. This is another.
Okay,
It's a third, a fourth image.
Yep.
The fifth image, and the sixth. And I can go through any ones you want to see more.
okay, you want to see, I think this selection is just fine. You want a first place?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the third from the left, the tree with the orange clouds behind.
That's your first. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And second place.
The Christmas trees on the right, that's really really nice.
All right. A third.
Okay, third place is going to be, I'm gonna go with the 2 palm trees on the left.
These.
Yep.
All right.
And the rest are HMs, you say?
Yes.
Yeah,
One,
really nice. Like to see somebody blowing up the big print size time.
3. All right. That worked out good. So now we'll review this. And then we'll move on to the next group.
Oh, Overwatch, Ludovico, honorable mention. Twisted, Ludovico, honorable mention. Nice job, Lou. Up and up. I'm sorry, I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name. I apologize. It's an honorable mention. Standing tall and lifting fog, Susan Ladonna, third place. And second place, St. Matthias Christmas tree planting, John Grizel. Nice shot, John.
All righty. We're going to move on to group 3. There's 25 images, so we need a first, second, third, 5 HMs.
Okay, lighting the way.
Okay, this is a nice image. I like the atmosphere in this. I like the darker area to the left of the path, and you have brighter sunlit foliage on the right. I like the fact, again, with this trail, you're not going straight in, you're sort of going slightly oblique to the left. I like the framing of this, especially the tree coming in from the upper right. I'm going to go with 8 on this. I like the roots that are showing along the path.
Aspen in the Tetons.
Okay. 8 on this. I like the fact that there's a very slight S curve to the road going down through. I like the blue sky in contrast to the brilliant yellow-orange leaves. You've given us just enough of the sky. I like the single tree trunk, the more prominent one to the right side of the image there, and the taller, narrower ones with the blip of sky showing against the left margin. Very nice lighting in this, very colorful.
Dreamy fall color.
Wow. 7 points on this. This is deliberate. This is a deliberate presentation to take advantage of the colors that are evident here. But I would like to see just a little bit more sharpness. However, that might affect the abstract quality of this. You do have some circular elements there that I think were part of the intent of the abstract. It certainly is very colorful. 7 points on this. You have to excuse me, my cat is clawing me here.
Looking up.
Okay, 9 points. This is really nice. I like the convergence you see with the trees in the upper left and the upper right, rather, and the lower left, sort of directing themselves or being distorted so that they are pointing toward the illuminated crown of the tree in the center. I like the fact that the tree in the center does not have an arrow straight trunk. It's got a little bit of a bend to it. And the crown of the tree is in a lighter part of the sky. Really nice. 9 points.
The memory of trees.
Okay, 8 points on this, where we saw an abstract previously that was good, but this is really nice. It could be reflection. I'm not sure what the title was, but in this particular case, I think the long linear presentation, the distribution of the color throughout, placement of the greens here and there, and the way the trunks of the trees are extended and swooped, almost like this was a vertical smear. This is really nice.
Off the beaten path.
Okay, 9 points. This is really nice. The very strong, stout trunks of the tree on the right, the branches sweeping to the left, and the one that has given up the ghost and is laying on the ground there. The shadows are in the right direction. This is a very nice composition. I like the monochrome. 9 points if I haven't already said so.
Lone cypress.
Okay, 9 points also. I like the directional lighting in this. The detail rendered in the rock is very nice. I like the illuminated crown of the trees, the way the sun is coming in from the right and lighting the treetops of the top element, the top crown of the tree there. I like the background in this. You have a very unbusy background, and that makes the tree and its lighting stand out even more. 9 points.
Playtime.
Okay, 7 points. I like the fact that you've got that strong tree in the background, the few coming in from the upper right. What's really nice is the broken off, shattered trunk of the tree sticking up. You have avoided merging with the building, but here I think we have a contrast issue. I think if you bring down the contrast a bit, try to recover some of the blocking up in the shadow areas, this would benefit from that. Great tree though, sticking up, shattered, broken off like that.
Last colors standing.
All right, 8 points. This looks like a new growth coming up between two clearly dead elements. I like the fact that you have the tree on the ground in the center is the larger of the two. The smaller one is in the foreground. I like the fact that they are pointing one way and the shadows in the image are crossing them. That's a very nice composition. I like the leaf colored ground. 9 points on this.
Fiery trees.
All right, 9 points on this also. I like the fact that you've got that wonderful colorful foliage against a blue sky. Those particular colors of the leaves against blue are always a nice combination. I also like the green growth on the bottom. Looks like rhododendrons. The directional lighting is very nice. A great shot. I like the lean of the tree to the left, especially in its textured bark.
One tree.
Okay, 9 points on this. I think this is absolutely outstanding. Some folks would say, well, give us just a little bit more contrast in a tree. That might be true, but I think that its placement in the frame, there is detail visible throughout the tree. I don't care what's happening for its surroundings in this. You do see a little grass or something, sprigs of something at the base of the trunk. This is really, really, really nice.
Are you a tree hugger?
This is very clever. I like the fact that the bark has so much texture. Not only does it have texture, it's got lumps right around up where the sign is. I like the fact that you have foliage in the background along with that wire fence. That's no kind of a distraction as far as I'm concerned. The sign is the right color. If this was bright orange or yellow or something, you'd definitely be clashing, but they have kept it green, which is in keeping with its environment. 8 points.
Canyon tree.
9 points. This is really nice. I like the nature of the growth, the foliage, the pine needles in this tree. They look almost like the tree has been constructed with green bottle brushes. It's a crazy looking thing. And I like the fact that the roots are the way they are, almost like this tree is sort of sitting daintily on the ground and doesn't really want to get that close to it. So it's standing on tiptoe. I know that sounds stupid, but the impression I get is like that. Wonderful image.
Reaching high.
Okay, 8 points. I like the lighting in this. The lighting is really nice. I like the fact that the trunks on the left, the bottom part of the trunks, the trunk part closer to the camera in shadow, you got light at the top. I like the fact that the trees are extending up and to the right, at least the two on the left, and the bands in the clouds are extending sort of to the left slightly. That's a nice combination.
Beauty among the ponderosa pines.
All right, 9 points. This is a great combination. I like the ground with the leaves and the slightly pinkish orange tone. I like the rocks. I like especially the texture in the bark of the tree that's closest to the camera. Of course, the yellow foliage in the center and sprinkled throughout the background area is nice. But the texture in that close tree on the left and the other one against the right margin and its neighbor to its left is very nice.
Tree line path.
Okay, 8 points. This is kind of nice. I like this. I like the fact that, again, the trail is offset to the right. It's not centered in the center of the image. I like the trunk of the tree there that has the crook in it extending to the right as it passes through the orange area. I like especially the dark areas in this, which set off the color so well. You got dark in the lower left and lower right, but especially disappearing. There's just a hint of green where that trail or track disappears into the distance. I think the orange, major orange tree is in exactly the right place.
Aging forest.
Okay, 8 points. This is really nice. I like the tree covered ground. I like the sinewy, snaky look of the tree on the left side of the image. I really like the horizon, which is cuts the image directly in half. It being where it is does not bother me because you get a nice balance between the trees in the distance and the foliage and the ground elements below. I think this is an image that benefits from having a horizon line right where it is.
Dreamscape.
All right, 9 points. I like the monochrome treatment of this. I do like especially the contrast between the straight edge of the fencing guardrail or whatever you want to call that and the scraggly appearance of the branches of the tree. That's nice contrast. I like the faintly visible horizon, visible a little bit above the fence. Nice, soft, diaphanous clouds in the sky. nice lighting, but the contrast between scraggly branches and orderly guardrail is very nice in this.
Avenue of Oaks.
9 points. We saw one similar to this earlier. I like the Spanish moss hanging from the trees. The shadows are great in this. They cut right across the image from left to right and across the road. I like the fact we see the dark side of the trunks on the left as we would with the light coming from the direction it's coming from. The lit up face of the trunks on the right. Plus, again, the track does not go straight down the center. We're seeing it at a slightly oblique angle. Plus, I like the crown in the road that makes the shadows sort of hump up and go over the way they do, that raised area. Wonderful image, 9.
Must be the season of the Wood Witch.
9 points. Wonderful texture in this. Beautiful. This will make a tremendous print. I like the fact that its nose did not merge with the distant tree trunk on the left. You've given us, you placed the facial elements exactly in the center, which is, I think, where they would need to be. Wonderful texture, wonderful lighting.
Hiding out.
Okay. 9 points also. This is a wonderful shot of this tree. I like the fact that the horse is against the smaller tree and not the larger one or between the two. All right. I like the heavy weight of the thick trunk of the tree on the left and the open area with the horse in it to the right, and it's next to its the smaller tree. I like you can just barely see, you can see the background through the branches. Very nice.
Autumn.
Okay, 9 points. This is really nice also. Great texture in this, great color. You could, with the tree in the foreground, you could have stepped just one step to the left and given us a little bit more of a gap between the more dominant tree in the middle distance and the one that's closest. But the colors here, the naked trunks of the trees on the left, the ground leaf litter, all in all, and the tall, narrow composition make this a 9 for me.
Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. Oh, that's way too many 9s. There we go.
Tree.
Okay, 8 points. I like the monochrome in this, nice composition. I like the fact that the foliage on the very prominent dominant tree doesn't really merge with the foliage of the trees in the distance. There's a very slight gap there. Some in places it's very narrow, but you have not had a merger there. And I think that this thing would lose some impact if you had a merger. I like the shadow beneath the tree. I like the sky in this. You've got all these geese. They are additional elements that are kind of nice. I like the placement of the tree just to the right of center. All in all, it's a very nice image, great in monochrome.
And a 9, right?
I can't recall. I think it was a 9.
Okay.
It certainly falls into that ballpark.
There it goes.
Tree.
Okay, nice image. I like the few trees that are jutting out toward the water. I like the splash of color in the just below them. I like the little bit of sky you gave us. Could have given us a little more so that the 3 trees at the right edge of the sky area, if like to see just a little bit of clearance there. Could have brought the bottom up just a little bit. I'm going to go with 7 on this, but I like the vapor coming off the water. The shadow areas in the upper right quadrant of the image are a bit intense. I think I'd like to see a little bit more detail in there. but you certainly had a wonderful composition. The location is superb, and you certainly caught them trees against the background very nicely.
X marks the spot.
Okay, 9 points. This is a great study of bark and the tree trunks. It looked almost like it's been rendered in clay. The way this the textures are, and the way this tree trunk or trio of trunks is put together. I like the strong cross element of that stout branch at the very top with the foliage there. Very nice, and a nice bright green background to separate everything we're seeing from the background. It's bright and bright green. Nice.
Runner on beach. No.
All right, we have 15 nines.
Oh,
So we need a first, second, third from this group.
all right.
Uh,
Oh, weird.
do you see anything? I don't. All right, here we go. There's one image, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 15th. And I'll go back through them to the first one. You can give me your first, second, third.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I believe you're going to do HMs first. You want to do first?
We can do first.
Okay. I believe it's number 10. Keep going. That's it. That's first.
Okay. We need a second.
Second, keep going in the same direction. Second.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. Need a third.
Okay. Third, I'm going to go with the, let me see. Okay, I'm going to go with the, I'm going to get tires slashed, but you're going to have to drive a bit to slash my tires. I'm going to go with the face, with the bark, the gray face, whatever that is, that wood, that bizarre, that's it. Third.
All right. And then I need 5 more HMs.
Okay, 5 more HMs.
So start back here at the beginning and
Okay,
whichever way you want to go.
that's an HM.
Okay.
All right, keep going. That's an HM. Whoop, back up. That's an
This
HM.
one.
Yep,
So it's 2.
yep. This is an HM.
3.
Yep. Okay. The one previous is an HM. Okay, and I think we need one more.
One more. Yep.
That's the last one in the string. Weird bark that looks like it's made of clay.
This one.
Yep.
All right. I think that's it. Let's make sure. 1, 2.
They're all very nice. I haven't seen a dud all night.
4, 5. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Nothing
let's
there.
review the contest, and then we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
Mhm.
Okay, looking up, Matthew Rank, honorable mention. Lone Cypress, Mary Ann Martin, honorable mention. One Tree, Fred Apalian, honorable mention. Tree, John Sandstedt, honorable mention. X marks the spot, Michael Padwy, honorable mention. Third place must be The Season of the Wood Witch, Mary Ann Martin, third place. And Autumn, Stan Papka, honorable mention, second place, sorry. Nice job, people.
All right, I'm gonna put a 5-minute timer up, and I will allow everybody to unmute themselves in just a second. Anybody that wants to unmute themselves can do so now.
So you want to talk to Mary Ann?
Mary Ann,
Yes.
is that Colonial Park with that tree with the face?
No, that was the Newark cherry tree place. The name is
Oh.
escaping me. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And where was the other one?
And where was the other one?
The other one was at Pebble Beach.
California,
Oh.
that's what I
Yeah.
figured. Yeah,
Yep. I had another shot from there too. I was going to put in. Now I'm glad I didn't, but it was a nice muted purple with 2 trees instead of 1.
oh,
But
cool.
Very nice.
Very nice.
it's hard to pick. I've got thousands of trees. You know, bunches of trees. Thank you.
I hope nobody feels they're getting beat up too badly here. I don't want anybody going out and standing in front of a train.
My wife's on a plane already. She's coming up.
Ooh,
Be careful, you're in trouble.
No, I think it's very nice. I like his comments.
nice shot, John.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
You know where St. Matthias is, right?
Yes, yes. That's where you took that? Wow.
Yeah, there were 200 trees there.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're supposed to have another 200 this year.
That was beautiful. I love the lights. That was really nice.
Memorial trees.
Yeah, they're
so
memorial trees.
Wow. I never seen it.
We actually bought one for this year.
Yeah,
Wow. I live really close, so
yeah, they put them up
check it out.
December 4th to January 6th. I
Yeah,
think.
December 4th to January 6th, they're lit.
Oh, January 6th is my birthday.
And it was just a pattern, the way they had the field arranged. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was.
And somehow I got the sunset behind it.
What sunset? It was
No, it was in the dark.
dark. It was
Right?
dark.
Yeah, but you can see a little bit of
Okay. I missed
light
it.
behind. Yeah.
I was just looking at those lights.
Yeah, but they are beautiful. So
Nice job, Matt, if you're there.
Oh, Lynn says it's Branch Brook. That's right. Branch Brook Park. Branch.
Yeah.
Branch Brook, yeah.
yeah. I haven't been there in
You get some
years.
nice pictures of the cathedral right nearby too. Sacred Heart.
Right. Yeah, I had a lot of cherry tree pictures in there. It's like I said, it was so hard to pick.
Yeah.
Beautiful shots, but I figured it's more of water and stuff, so I didn't put that in. I wanted the tree to be the focal point. And I'm always looking for faces in the bark, you know, in the trees. I had one from, what was it called? The Gardens in Somerset. That famous woman, can't remember her name, but in her greenhouses, there was a tree in there and it had the shape of a horse face in the trunk. And I was going to put that one in, but it was too blown out. I felt, and that's why I didn't put it in, but that was another interesting shot.
I have a shot I submitted a few years back, was in Colonial, looks like a fox face almost.
Oh, wow.
Just
Yeah,
natural tree.
yeah.
You know, you look at it, you say, oh, somebody cut it that way, but no,
No,
it's
it's
just
just the way
natural
it
tree.
is.
It's taken down a Colonial.
And I did the 900-year plus, and I wanted to do, for my second tree, I wanted to do my 3-month-old Canepa. And my husband said, you can't do that, it's a house
It
plant.
looked like a plant.
It doesn't,
It
isn't it? It's
didn't
a-
look like a tree
But
at
it's
all.
a tree, it's 3 months old right now, and it's a Canepa, which grows in Puerto Rico, I understand, and then becomes a huge tree. So,
10 years from now.
yeah, well, my big one in here is about 8 years old, and it's not that big. It's what, 5 feet tall. Should have done that one, but I thought it was ugly. Yeah. So much fun. Ready to start.
All right, I'm going to mute everybody, and then I'll unmute Art and Tom. All right. You unmuted, Art, Tom?
Yep.
Cool. Get back to here. All right, we're on the salon group. There's 20 images. Let's get rid of that. So we need a first, second, third, 4 HMs. And here we go.
Mariposa Grove.
Okay, great shot. I like the fact that the open part of the sky is not dead center. It's slightly offset to the left. So the trunks on the lower right are leaning sort of in that direction toward that part of the sky. Very nicely done. This is 9. I like the exposure throughout, texture visible in the tree trunks that are most prominent. Great composition. Very, very nice.
Fallen tree at sunset.
Okay, 8. I particularly like the, again, the scraggly branches here. We don't have to see a living tree that's sitting straight up. Maybe this thing is alive and it's on its last legs. I like the fact that it's extending toward the darker part of the image on the left. I like the heavy weight of the dark foliage and everything and where the trunk comes from on the right. Placement of the sun is very nice sky, nice reflection on the water just in the center of the scraggly arrangement of branches.
On rainy day.
All right, 7 points. This is very nice. I like the droopy moss hanging from the branches. I like the tree on the right and the tree on the left in the distance. The fading away into the mist gives it a nice sense of distance. Little hot in the foreground to the below and slightly to the left of the tree itself. That could have been brought in a little more, but I like the spread canopy of the big tree in the center. Very nice. And I like the low horizon line formed by the slight gentle slope of the hill.
What was your score?
7.
Thank you.
Shadow on the snow.
7 points. This is really nice. I like the texture in the snow. I like the fact that you don't have a solid mass of shadow. You have a sprinkling of light coming through the branches, giving us a sense of texture in the snow. I like the placement of the trunk above the center of the image. The far horizon line with buildings and stuff is placed us right up near the top of the image. Like to see a little more detail in the trunk of the tree, possibly drop the contrast a bit. The composition's really nice.
Pine Barren Swamp.
9, this is really nice. I like the fact that the shoreline doesn't cut straight across the image. It's got that little cove that extends up into it a little bit. Then you got the hummock on the right. I like the diagonal linear arrangement of the 3 prominent tree trunks in the upper left of the image. The reflection is absolutely wonderful with the leaves sprinkled throughout. I like the texture of the bark that's even visible in the reflection. Very, very nice. 9.
Tree on an Island.
Okay, 9 also. This is great because you got those 2 birch trees extending up out of the reddish colored bushes there. The water separating the island from the background has tree trunk reflections in it. This is very nice. I like the bright bit of ripply water down the bottom with the reflection of the 2 birch trees in it. Very, very, very nice. Hard not to give this a 9.
Big old tree.
All right. 8. This is an interesting tree, a lot of texture in the bark. And I like the fact that something has happened to the bark down in the lower part of the trunk. So we're looking through to the actual bare wood. I like the massive branches and the massive stumps of branches where branches looks like they've been cut off. I also like the presence of the elderly person in the left, who is probably looking at the tree and very thankful that her skin does not look like it's bark. Very, very nice. Great light and great texture.
Hackham Pond Pines. Let's say that fast.
All right, 9 points. This is really nice. I hate to blow so many 9s at you, but I'm seeing good stuff here. I like the it's almost a dark, contrasty cyanotype effect here. I like the linear effect of the flares that you see. I like the large batch of bare dark sky exactly where it is in this. And you could almost turn this 90 degrees to the right and render it as a vertical. But I like it just the way it is. This is marvelous, tremendous lighting, very nice effect.
Gnarled tree.
All right, 8 points. This is a very nice image. I like the snaky growth coming up along the pipe there. It's a crazy looking tree trunk. I like the 2 figures, shadowy figures in the lower right. Nice tree canopy with blue sky below. I like the shadow of the tree just beyond. Great composition. Like to see a little bit more of the canopy of the more prominent tree on the left, but that's not a real showstopper.
Bamboo path.
Okay, 9 points. I like the arrangement of the canes here, the elements marching off into the distance. I like the soft, subdued shadows with the brighter areas in between. I like the illuminated tree way down at the end of the path, and a little bit of light to its right. Very nice composition, nice vertical, nice texture in the ground between the 2 left and right side elements of the image.
Deconstructed.
Okay, this is a hard call. I'm going to give this a 7. Okay, because although these were trees at one time, Once they're cut down, they become wood, firewood, or whatever. It would not be the same if we were looking at a dead tree that had fallen over, but here this tree has been processed, so I really can't justify giving it a score higher than 7. That said, you have great lighting in this, wonderful texture. I like the variations in the direction of the saw cut texture in these pieces. Nicely done.
Under the Giant Redwood.
Okay, 8 points, great texture in the bark. That looks like a very tall person, okay? And it goes well with the long linear tree trunks. A short squat figure like maybe Jabba the Hutt wouldn't look good there. But that tall, lanky person fits in well. I like the fact that he does not merge directly with the bottom of the cleft between the two groups of trees. He's offset to the right a little bit. Wonderful texture, wonderful lighting. 9 on this.
Long lasting.
Okay. 9 on this. This is another 9. I like the droopy moss or whatever it is hanging down. It looks like moss. Long linear strings of this stuff. I almost think we saw this tree from a different direction in another image. Nice lighting in this. I like the brilliant grass with the supporting roots spread out all over the ground, almost like you dropped some kind of a ball of mud or something and it's splattered. The roots have that splatter pattern, which is really nice. And I like the slight hazy effect with the trees in the distance. Very nice.
Autumn colors.
Okay, 9 on this, very contrasty. You could drop the contrast just a little, but the colors and the linear composition kind of make up for that. I like the fact that the colors are wonderful, but I also like the darker portion offset to the left slightly. If you had put that darker element area right dead in the center, I think you would have had a more static image. I like it placed exactly where it is. Gives it a little more pizzazz offset to the left like that.
Pine Ridge.
Okay, 8 points. Nice contrast between the living tree on the left and the living tree on the right, and everything else. It looks like it's suffered greatly from a fire or something in the center. I like the textured look of the sky with the darker blue sky bare areas between. I like the fact that the horizon line, which is that dark convoluted area at the bottom, does not cut straight across. It's at a slight, it has variations in height from left to right, right to left. And I think that's very nice.
Dead tree.
Okay, 9 points on this. This is, these trees are suffering a bit, growing where they are or where they were, okay? Makes me wonder whether this, they look like ancient dead trees. It looks like this mineral pools or whatever has enveloped them. I can't imagine a tree starting to grow there in this environment. I like the fact that you have a dominant one on the left with its scraggly branches and 3 companions in the distance to the right. It's a great shot. 9 points on this.
Beaver artwork.
8 points. This is really nice. I like the way this was constructed. I like the linear horizontal log at the bottom there with this nice textured bark. I am surprised this thing hasn't fallen down. It's probably leaning and at an angle against some other trees. I can't believe this thing would be standing alone in that position given the weight of the trunk. I think the color balance could be altered a bit to, I'm looking at the bark, which normally is quite gray. And although you've got light being filtered by a canopy above, I think I would add a little bit of blue or counteract the yellow or greenish effect with this just a little bit. It's great that you have that, not simply a beaver cut, but the beavers seem to have had a bit of artistic endeavor or with that ball that's been created.
Bambi's Forest.
Okay, 8 points. Interesting treatment. The one thing I like about this that jumps right out at me is the contrast in color between these faintly pinkish beige tones in the center of the trees, lightening out toward their edge, in contrast to the blue sky. 8 points on this. It's a nice effect, very well done. That'll look great printed big and put on a gallery wall somewhere.
Trees in Sunrise.
All right, 9 points on this. This is a really great, I like the two circular elements you see on the right. Again, I like the fact that you see the sun placed where it is, one tree on the left and a trio on the right. And I like the fact that each of those trees you see on the right has a double trunk. Although the one on the right doesn't divide till it gets a fair distance above the ground. I like that arrangement. They look like three wishbones standing there.
The Lovely in Autumn, The Lonely in Autumn.
Okay, 8 points. I like the lighting in this is absolutely superb. The dark trunk, I would like to see just a little bit more detail in that. You might be able to accomplish that just by dropping your contrast a little bit, but you don't want to flatten the contrast so much that you mess up that beautiful foliage. I like the fact that you have the haphazard, helter-skelter growth of the tree against the more orderly, precise construction of the buildings beyond. I like the sweep of the road with a sprinkling of leaves on it, sweeping to the right and up around the curve to the left. Very nice.
All right, we got 10 nines. So we need a first, second, third from these.
Okay. So we got 10 of them. 1, 2.
This is 1,
Okay, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one.
Okay, 9 is first.
Okay.
All right. All right. Number 3 is second.
Okay.
That's second. Yep.
And I need a third.
Number 2 is third. Okay. You see, 1 HM is number 1.
All right.
How many HMs do you need?
I need 4.
Okay, so that's one of them. That's another one.
The bamboo path.
Yeah, that's an HM.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's one. So we got one left.
All right, that's 1, 2.
I'm gonna go with the frosty one there.
This one right here.
That's it. Yep.
4. Okay.
I'd like to award more, but well, that's the way it goes. Very nice bunch. It's interesting to see a competition composed of solely one subject matter. It's kind of interesting.
All right, we'll review this contest and then you have one more task and that's the best of show.
Okay, now we pick that from the winners.
You pick that from the first place, which we'll show you in 1 minute.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Mariposa Grove, Joe Gilchrist, honorable mention. Peckham Pond Pines, John Aniano, honorable mention. Bamboo Path, Francisco Gomez, honorable mention. Trees in Sunrise, Lynn Padway, honorable mention. Third place, Pine Barren Swamp, Deborah Aniano, third place. Tree on an Island, Linda DeAngelis, second place. Nice pictures, folks.
All right. Just give me a second here to put together the best of show.
Okay, Art, do you have any closing comments before we pick the, we ask you the task of picking best of show?
Well, it was great being able to view these images. I was impressed with the variety of compositions and treatments that we saw throughout the group. And it inspires me to go out and shoot some tree pictures when the rain stops, okay? Because we have some good foliage coming up. But all in all, it's a very, very, very clever. You got a very talented group of photographers down there. Like I say, I saw no duds tonight. It's refreshing, as I mentioned already, to see such a large group of a single subject item rendered so many different ways. And anybody who would not be inspired to go out and get their tree shots after seeing this has a problem.
Well, that's every month we do a theme competition, so it's, you know, always a single theme.
Oh, very, very nice.
Computer's being finicky tonight. So just give me
Okay.
two seconds.
Okay, no problem.
So maybe you gave up on us, Matt.
Yeah, I was taking a snooze.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Now I just really screwed that up. All righty. How do I fix that? Is there a way to remove too many images? I'll just redo it. It's easier. I added all the images.
Oops, yeah, you gotta uncheck them all.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, let's try this again. We'll make a new one. October.
Now, the winner of Best of Show treats everybody else to dinner, right?
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, when the winner treats us, we'll all take a ride up to see you, Art. You include you.
There you go. All right, first places only. Find the contest. It's here somewhere. This one. All right, here we go. So we have 3 first place images and we need 1. We have this one,
Mhm,
this one,
mhm.
or that one.
I'm gonna go with the center one.
The dead tree.
That's right.
All right. Best of show.
Just for the heck of it, just for clearing things up, if it was not there and we're down to 2, it would be the one on the left, the avenue of trees there. So the avenue of trees, the maker was unlucky in that Yellowstone or whatever got put in.
So we have Vicky DeVico,
Yeah,
it's Avenue of Oaks. That was the first place.
that would have been my second choice if Yellowstone hadn't have been there.
Let me find Vicky. She can tell us about it.
You know, the Vico's cleaned up this month.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're
Hi,
selected.
everybody. This picture was taken outside of Charleston, South Carolina, at Tomotley Plantation in Beaufort, South Carolina, right around the corner from Old Sheldon Church. And I just loved this. I must have 1,000 pictures of this. It made it hard to pick one. And I loved the way the trees on the right have character.
They definitely do.
Yeah, very, very nice, Vicky.
Thank you.
All right. And then we have this one. Solitary. Let me find him if he's in
Supra.
this room. Where is
What?
Supra? Here you are. You are unmuted.
Hey, how are you? So this, I took this a couple of weeks ago. It was at the Ringwood, our state garden, botanical garden in the Ringwood.
Ringwood? Okay.
Yeah, Ringwood.
Very cool.
I had to clean it up a little. There were like bushes and stuff at the horizon. So, yeah, but the tree is there. You can see it if you go there. It's in the clearing, between the gardens. There's a walk. It's there. Yeah.
Very cool. That's the
Very cool.
original sky. All right, now we have the best of show. Oh, Linda DeAngelis with her dead tree. See, she doesn't come to the meeting. She gets a best of show. Let's make sure she didn't show up, but I'm pretty sure she didn't come. No, she's not here. So she can't tell us about it.
Nice
Right.
images, folks. Really nice.
That ends our meeting. If anybody wants to stay and chat or whatever, I can make it so that you can do that. You just have to let me know. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the next meeting, I believe, which is competition meeting, isn't it? Just check and make sure.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And
Okay,
Art, thank you again.
What'd you say, Valerie?
No, I was thanking Art again for his judging.
It was a pleasure. I'm always ready to judge if I have access to a Zoom capable computer. And the only reason we're talking tonight is because somebody gave me an old computer because they upgraded and it happened to work Zoom. So here I am.
There you go.
Excellent. Our next competition in 2 weeks is going to be street photography. And I'll send out a reminder email as to your final day to put in. All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot.